The Kolbrin Bible, the ancient civilizations on earth before Adam, according to claims. The Kolbrin Bible is a collection of ancient texts consisting of 11 books. The first 6 books are said to have been written by Egyptian authors shortly after the Exodus and are called the Bronze Book. The last 5 books are called Koel Book or Kailedi and are said to have been written by ancient Druids in parallel with the New Testament. The Kolbrin Bible, among many other things, tells the story of human creation. It mentions the existence of ancient civilizations that lived on earth before the arrival of Adam and Eve. It's perhaps one of the most widely discussed ancient texts that mentions the existence of highly advanced ancient civilizations on earth before, quote-unquote, written history. While many people are unaware of their existence, Kolbrin tells the story of ancient events in the forgotten history of mankind. Some passages from the Kolbrin Bible are said to predict even our history, while other scriptures foretell cataclysmic events that have not yet occurred on earth. Kolbrin is considered a Bible parallel to the classical Christian Bible. It's believed to contain fascinating details about some of the passages, such as the Great Flood and the Exodus. These ancient texts were hidden for centuries and kept by supposed secret groups for almost 1,000 years. They are said to have survived the arson attack at Glastonbury Abbey of 1184. Some even claim that there is a deep connection between the ancient texts and Jesus Christ. Many scholars agree that Kolbrin is a secular anthology written almost in the same date as the Old Testament, by many authors ranging from ancient Egyptians to ancient Celts, and just as there are 2 parts, the Old and New Testament, so Kolbrin also consists of 2 parts that make up a total of 11 books. The first 6 books of the Kolbrin Bible were written by the ancient Egyptians, while the rest by the ancient Druids. Many believe that the oldest parts of the Kolbrin Bible were written after the Exodus, which according to many scholars occurred in the 15th century BC. That's about 1600 BC. And is considered at the time of the explosion of the Santorini volcano, and is considered by many to be the first Jewish Christian document that explains the understanding of human evolution and intelligent design. Kolbrin's mathematical principles reflect the ancient Druids' interest in astronomy and mathematics and speak of global floods of the past. The first part of the Kolbrin Bible contains the story of creation that is read as both a religious and a scientific text, and Kolbrin's last 2 books are dedicated to Jesus Christ. Interestingly, this ancient document describes the fallen angels, also referred to in the book of Genesis, referring to quote-unquote mortals who married the daughters of Adam and Eve and had children together, and contradicts the common belief that the divine beings were not crucified with the ethics of the people. The Druids were hierarchical order in Britain, Ireland, and Galatia, probably in other parts of Celtic Western Europe during the Iron Age. The customs of the Druids were part of the culture of all the tribal groups called Celts or Celts and Galatians by the Greeks, and Celtae or Galli by the Romans, words which evolved in modern English into Celtic, and Gaulish. Glastonbury Abbey was a convent in Somerset, England. The monastery was founded in the 7th century and was destroyed by a great fire in 1184, but then rebuilt, and from the 14th century it was one of the richest and most powerful monasteries in England. The Kolbrin Bible, a 3,600-year-old manuscript that will rewrite history. This is from Apocalypse John and Anastasios Divos, and I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.